Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
And it's Monday. Tony in Buffalo Grove said he needs this.
It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everybody sucks. You don't really know why, but you want to justify ripping someone's head off. No human contact, and if you interact, your life is on contract. Your best bet is to stay away, mother. It's just one of those days. It's all about the he says, she says bullshit. I think you better quit, let it slip, or you'll be leaving with a fat lip.
Well, there you go, Tony in Buffalo Grove. He says for all my people in Buffalo Grove, his peoples, his friends, his family. Thanks, Buffalo Grove, for checking in this morning. Appreciate you. 312-591-8300 is how you communicate throughout the next 4 hours with us. And man, do we have a lot. And just 6 minutes away, your next chance to get to Oasis at the Rose Bowl. You will see Oasis, a full VIP trip for you. That's on the way in just about 6 minutes. Then we'll have some Chicago Wolves tickets for a special night this Saturday in Clash with Kenzie in about an hour. And then at 8, Billy Corrigan, a night of melancholy and infinite sadness at the Lyric Opera House. You will be there if you could unscramble the Pumpkin Song Scramble, which I love making those. It's about 7 seconds long, 3 songs smashed in there, reversed, flipped around, and you got to figure it out, and the first person through does that. So at 8 o'clock all week long, we'll do that for you, 8 a.m. every morning, to get to that exclusive, historic. You want to talk about, FOMO, having clout? When you put that on your Instagram, that you were there at the Lyric Opera House when Billy Corrigan did this, forget about it. That's
That's
huge.
how you're going to get your clout
Yeah.
fix, Brian.
Yeah. Showing off where you were and saying, ha, you weren't here.
That's nice. It's nice thing to say to our listeners.
Other people, that's all we do on Instagram. That's the only reason the story was
That's going to
invented.
be his caption on Q101. Ha, you weren't here.
Ha, you weren't here. I was. Ha.
That's good.
That's what the basis of the mission statement was, the guy who invented the Instagram story. That's all it's for.
The story.
Yeah, the story.
That they stole from Snapchat.
Yeah, they stole that. Then they moved it over to Instagram.
But
and then people.
boy, did I prefer it after they stole it.
Oh my God, yes. The Instagram story is awesome.
It's interesting how we all turn a blind eye when it benefits us. We're like, well, it's fine that they stole that idea.
Wait. Why is that better? Because honestly, I was not a Snapchat guy.
Thank God.
But
Snapchat sucks.
I agree, Kenzie.
well, I agree too. So why can't we all just be on this one together?
Oh, who said we weren't?
It sounded like you were saying, "Good, you weren't on there."
Well, you
I don't think you should be on Snapchat.
Yeah, you didn't need to be on Snapchat. I also don't need to be on Snapchat.
I mean, I was on there for the nudes in the beginning.
That's the problem. The problem is the nudes.
And then when they stopped letting you screenshot them, I'm like,
Remember?
then I'm like, I'm out.
Get the notification. It wasn't a good look.
Wait, they can see that I screenshotted the nude? Oh, crap. That sucks.
Why does nobody trust anybody anymore? This is bullcrap.
I thought we were in a tree of trust here in
This is
Snapchat.
ridiculous.
That's what we had going on
Everyone's
here.
so suspicious.
Yeah.
Do you remember the most diabolical thing Snapchat ever did was when they showed the top people you were Snapchatting?
I don't remember that
They
part.
ranked the top 3, and it's how I caught more than one person cheating on me. I'm like,
wow.
why? I'll never forget. I'm like, why are you Snapchatting Aisha Coleman? He's like, I'm not. I go, well, it's your number 1. So I think you are.
I like how you only use one of those Gen Z terms. He doxed her right now, just putting her out there.
Well,
I
don't know.
did.
Is that somebody that I should know?
Aisha Coleman?
Yeah.
No, unless you were also sleeping with her.
Oh, I don't think I was.
Apparently, she was sleeping with everybody
That's just a
that
random.
I was dating.
She's just mentioning a rando.
Okay, I didn't know if that
She's
was
put-
like a
No,
a
it
famous
wasn't
person.
random. It was very personal in my life for a period of time. I'm like, why are you on? Stop it. There's so many men to sleep with. Come on, Aisha.
Aisha, if she's listening today, possibly in Buffalo Grove, give us a call. We'll try to find you a man's that's not Kenzie's.
God. Like, leave me alone, girl.
All right, so again, we have all that coming up, and just 6 minutes away, your chance at Oasis at the Rose Bowl, a VIP trip. We'll give you the first keyword of the day.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for a fact that makes your brain go. And this one involves how we communicate with each other. And 90% of Chicagoans do this. And it's one of the rudest things you can do. And I find that offensive because we're glorious, lovely people when we talk to each other here, especially on the highway. It's really, really, hey, hope you're going faster later. I'm behind you. It'd be nice if you sped up, but hey, it's okay. We're all good here. But 90% of Chicagoans do this, and it's the most rude thing you can do. And Kenzie, what do you think that is? It's involving in communication and how we communicate.
Okay, 90% of Chicagoans do this. Is the rudest thing you do. It doesn't have to be
No.
driving, though. That was just your thing?
No, I just threw that in. You can forget I said that. Forget I said anything. Going forward. Pretty
I
easy.
thought it also involved driving. Okay, got it. The rudest thing that you can do, and 90% of people do it.
In communication.
I think it's send a thumbs up in texting. I'm like, you might as well send me a middle finger. I want to punch you in the face if you send me a thumbs up. I hate it. I think it's so snarky. Like, okay, thumbs up. I don't like it.
This is like kind of a behind the curtain thing. I sent Kenzie 15 thumbs ups over the weekend while we were on a text thread.
I was talking about you.
That's right. Thumbs up text. What do you think, Case?
Well, I'm going to take a page from the Kenzie playbook. I think 90% of Chicagoans do the thing where they're about to say something really mean, and they go, I don't want to sound mean, but, and then they proceed to say the meanest thing you've ever heard.
Yeah.
What do you mean my playbook?
Well, I've heard you do it a few times.
I'm not trying to be a bitch, but I'm going to say the bitchiest thing
now
ever.
you sound like my dad. Because this weekend, I went off about somebody, and then I said to my dad, well, I'm not trying to be mean. And he goes, are you sure?
It's like when we were talking about how Southwest is getting rid of their free bag policy, and you were talking about your experience at the Southwest line, and you go, I don't want to be a bitch, but. And I go, well, you don't have to. And then,
Well,
But I do.
Going forward, people should just say, I'm about to be a bitch.
Yes, that would be so much better.
Or I'm about to be mean.
In fairness, I do say that when I think I'm about to be really mean. But I don't think the other stuff was that bad.
Yeah, it's next level mean or bitchiness
I'm
when
like,
it's like,
okay.
yeah, I'm about to be really a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm self-aware of that.
So 90% of Chicagoans do this. It's marked as one of the rudest things you can do in communication and how we communicate today. We'll tell you what it is after the Pumpkins, which at 8 o'clock, we will have a chance to go see Billy Corgan and Melancholy and Infinite Sadness at the Lyric Opera House, a unique special event. And you can be there. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 again, 8 o'clock this morning and all week long. We will have your chance to get to Billy Corgan, a night of melancholy and infinite sadness, celebrating the 30th anniversary at the Lyric Opera House. It's coming up for just 1 week of shows, about 7 of them, Thanksgiving week, and it's from our great friends at the Lyric Opera House of Chicago. So that's coming up at 8 today and the rest of the week at 8 o'clock with a song scramble. But first, a fact that makes your brain go. 90% of Chicagoans do this, and it's the rudest thing you can do in communication. Kenzie thinks it's texting the thumbs up, which is to her, quoting her, you might as well just send me the middle finger.
That's how I feel.
That's how you feel. And Case, what'd you say again?
I said it was when people go, I don't want to be a bitch, but, and then they say the meanest thing ever.
Well, at least you don't want to be a bitch.
You
And
have to.
the thought that counts.
I'm about to be a bitch. It's neither of those things, but Kenzie was definitely way closer. It is involving texting, and it's texting THX instead of thanks in full. That's one of the rudest things you can do when texting and communication. Now, also the study said pretty much 100% of people are using abbreviations of some sort. Duh. I found myself, which I hated this when it was done to me, and now I do it. I don't know why I transferred over to save myself one more type, but I say K now instead of OK. And to me, when I used to get K back, I'm like, F off. Seriously, no matter who I was talking to. It was my wife. But, it's like, are you kidding me? You can't say okay? But now I do it. Somehow I fell into the trap, and that's what I do now. K.
Okay.
It's rude.
I always write KK.
KK? But be careful.
I don't know why. Don't worry. That autocorrect doesn't happen on my phone, Brian.
I know. Pretty close. Pretty
Brian's like, if I had
close.
a nickel. Oh, like, why?
So which one, Kenzie, do you use the most of abbreviating, do you think? Do you use any of them?
I think that I'm one of the few people who doesn't like abbreviations because I spend so much time trying to figure out what they mean. And then it negates the whole purpose of it being shorter.
Wait, what ones do you get hung up on?
Oh, well.
Like kind of a lot of them.
Like, give me an example. Like, what's one that you have to decipher?
The SMH and like SMDH took me forever because I thought it was a sound effect.
Smooth.
I thought someone was going like, swoof, like, swoof, look at this. Like, I hate them. I don't know what they mean. Stop sending them to me. Sometimes they get very long ones.
Wait, why can't I remember what SMH? Shake my head, right? Then shake my damn head.
Yeah.
Shake my damn head.
That's what the D was.
Sister?
Why do we need to add the D?
Because you say
This
it
is
like
another
that.
letter to piss me off.
Let me try it again. Shake my damn head.
Okay.
Sister. Yeah. Case, what do you use? Any of them? You don't. You don't use emojis, as far as I know.
I use a lot of emojis.
Yeah, I like emojis.
Because people have a tendency to think I'm being mean, so I feel like I have to add a lot of smiley faces and stuff.
Because you open up with, I'm not trying to be a bitch. Smiley face, heart emoji, birthday cake.
I was on an email thread with Kenzie last week. Where I watched her, and Kenzie was.
Hold on. She can't breathe. Hold on. That sound you hear is not a mouse in the studio. That's Kenzie because she can't breathe right now.
Kenzie wasn't trying to be mean. She wasn't being mean, but she was really.
Wait a minute.
She was really afraid of being perceived as mean. And I watched her ass throw a smiley face on the end of this email, and I went, a master of her craft. Well, I know exactly what she's trying to do. She raised a concern in a gentle way, but just in case anybody thought she was being mean, here's a smiley face on the end of this email to prove that she's not being mean.
I literally wrote, I have no problem doing this, but did anybody check in with blank, blank, blank so they don't feel uncomfortable? Again, I'll do it, happily do it with a smiley face. But I don't know if we've done our due diligence to make sure the other person wants us to do it. Smiley face.
I'm not trying to be a bitch, but yeah. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. There's your fact that makes your brain go.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
On Monday, we love checking back in with you. Highlights of your weekend. Hit us up. Let us know what you did. It was cool. We'll get to some of ours in a second. But first, Kyle from Elgin checked in. My weekend highlight was watching all of Common Side Effect, an amazing Adult Swim animated series. I know that. Rest in peace, Space Ghost, of course, from my personal Adult Swim history. Chicago's pro rugby team, the Hounds, they won, are now 7-1 in the season. Thanks for checking in, Jared from Melrose Park. Shout out to Legit Dogs and Ice for hosting the Queers. What a great show. 630 checked in on that one. Brandon in the South Loop said he saw Messi at the Soldier Field match against the Fire. An electric soccer match, he said. It was electric.
It's electric.
Electric. It's Electric Factory. Amanda checked in. Ran a woman's half marathon in an hour and 48 minutes.
That feels quick.
What's the mileage on that? It's 20.
Well, hold on.
A half marathon, so
Hold
it's
on.
like 13, I think.
There's an exact number. What, Brian, how long is a marathon?
26.8 or something.
It's not 26.8.
Then it's 3 miles. I don't know.
Okay, no, 13.1 is a half marathon.
Okay. So, let's see. 13. That's going to take too long. Never mind.
No, I want to see where you go with this.
I don't know what your next step is. What are you trying to do?
My calculator app, which I spend a lot of time on, adding up things and subtracting things. So how do I put
multiplying and dividing?
So how do I put an hour and 48 minutes, like 13 miles divided by an hour and 48? How do I put that?
Well, just do the minutes. So do 60 plus 48.
60 plus 48?
So 108.
Right. Like just have so you know how many minutes it is.
108. So that came out to 12-second miles. That's what she did. Amanda. Pretty damn good. Pretty good. Dodger Boy said he taught his son how to drive his first driving lesson. He's 12, by the way. You're not supposed to do that. Aren't they supposed to be at least 15?
To drive what?
A car.
Oh, I thought it was like a scooter or something.
12 does feel really young for that,
That's
right?
pretty young for that.
I don't think you're allowed to do that.
A couple more. Jay from Chicago checked in. The highlight of the weekend was going to the Sox crawl. Got an autograph from Scott Pasednik.
Oh, shout out.
Wow. And a lot of people checked this one in. Vicky from West Dundee went to the breakfast on Saturday morning. Oh, no, this is different. Vicky checked in breakfast on Saturday morning witnessed someone playing senior assassin that you guys were talking about last week. Mm-hmm. The girl had the water gun on the table at breakfast, ready for her target. Wow. A lot of people were checking in about the Breakfast Club reunion at C2E2 with the first time in 40 years. All of them got together. Emilio Estevez, Judd Nelson, the rest. So that was, we'll talk about that more in music entertainment news, but a lot of people were there at C2E2. Kenzie, what was the highlight of your weekend?
My husband and I went out for to celebrate our anniversary over the weekend.
Yeah.
And he surprised me with my birthday gift. He wanted to let me know ahead of time, and we are going to be going to Mexico. So I'm very excited.
Wow.
I know.
Mexico, July 4th weekend. That sounds amazing.
It's unbelievable. Actually, somebody commented that on the picture, which was so funny.
Try to remember Kenzie's birthday. When it's July 4th weekend. Sounds about right.
It's America, baby.
We celebrate America and Kenzie. That's right.
Yep.
That's awesome. Mexico.
Thank you.
That's pretty fun. Pretty fun.
Where at in Mexico?
We're going to Riviera Maya.
Okay. I don't know what that is,
flight.
but that sounds
You'll be
nice.
fine.
Okay. All right.
It's like a resort, right? I mean, it's like a resort there, or is Riviera Maya a city?
That's.
Or is
It's not a resort. It's like a place, like a territory or what. I don't know what they call them there.
Yeah.
I don't know if they don't say it.
It's a neighborhood.
No.
But there's a big resort there, I know.
There's tons of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very popular area.
Yeah, popular for resorts. That sounds awesome. What a
He's
gift.
like, that just is a resort, right? Yes. Book now at Riviera Maya.
That sounds amazing. Casey, got a highlight of your weekend?
I went to the Metro on Friday. I saw an artist. It's a guy and a band. The band's name is Harrison Gordon. The guy's name is Harrison Gordon.
Well, usually bands have guys in them and girls.
And they got
Way to go, Brian.
They got girls now. Have you seen these girl bands?
Well, that was close.
Lauren's feature was enlightening to Brian over Women's History Month.
Could not believe there's women in rock. Couldn't believe it.
I know. Who would have thought? But this is a band full of fellas. This is a band called Harrison Gordon. They're from Normal, Illinois, which is the home of course, where Steak and Shake was founded.
Damn right.
And that band's really good. And I saw that one. It was a great time. If you are into like a Taking Back Sunday type band, an early 2000s emo band, or like an early Fall Out Boy record, Harrison Gordon, I would recommend. Very good.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I went up to Milwaukee Saturday and saw Jim Gaffigan.
La-di-da.
How about that?
Milwaukee.
He was, I've never seen Jim Gaffigan. He was hilarious.
He was great.
I was hurting from laughing. And his cadence, how he goes through jokes and things, how he does his act, it was done like in an hour. But it felt like 2 hours in a good way. Like it felt like that much jokes were in there in an hour, and then you're like out.
That much jokes.
That much jokes.
Did you go to Moe's, a place for steaks right next door to the theater?
So we didn't. It was the Riverside Theater next to that one, or no?
Yes, it's the best.
Really?
Yeah, it's so good.
So we went to, I'll give him a shout out, Tupelo Honey that was a couple blocks away.
I know Tupelo, honey.
Oh, you go to Milwaukee a lot, huh?
Well, that's a chain.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was local Milwaukee fare.
That sucks. That's so embarrassing. You come to a local restaurant.
They had some of the best.
Well, that's a chain.
I mean, the first thing I said when the waitress came up is, I'm glad you're locally owned and operated.
I appreciate what you're doing for the community.
I am supporting Milwaukee here today.
Tupelo honey like in Nashville and stuff.
Did not know that.
Did not know.
Now I feel like the weekend was less highlightable.
That sucks, dude. That's
No, it's good that you didn't support the local Moe's spot and you went to Tupelo.
They had some of the best fried chicken I've ever had, Tupelo Honey. It was so good.
Well, that's why they're a chain. They really know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's all invalid now.
I know that. Oh my
He's
god.
like, I went to this insane Chick-fil-A. It was unbelievable.
So good. Oh, man.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.